We are back for another edition of No Rares to Mythic. We are drafting only commons and uncommons. We're working our way up from bronze all the way to Mythic. And we're having fun doing it. We've hit a bit of a rough stretch here. Had a disconnect last one. Had to re-record everything, so we're in a new draft. We're not worried about it. We're sitting at Diamond 4, and we're hoping to turn things around. How are we doing this without any bomb rares? Well, we're drafting nice decks, good curve, good card evaluations, and nice mana base. So, what do we got here? We've got Scan Chip, Lash Whip Predator, Banishing Light, Cryogen Relic, Virus Beetle. All pretty good. I think it's a clear Cryogen Relic for this pick. Be interested. This is a pretty strong pack. Drill Too Deep's bad. Hard Light Containment is bad. But rest of the cards are pretty good in there. All right, next pack. We've got a Godmaw and a Pollinator. I think these are probably the two best cards in here. These are all pretty weak. I think it's a pretty easy Godmaw. As much as I would like to take the Pollinator, Godmaw is the clearly better card. Just really, really, really good top end. Does everything you want. It's big, it has trample, pumps your team, hasn't entered the battlefield. What else do you need? Let's take it. All right, next pack. We've got some options. We've got a Gigastorm Titan, which is nice in blue. We've got Banishing Light, which is solid removal. Sunstar Expansionist is a really good 2-drop. I think it's probably pretty close between these two. I think Sunstar Expansionist might be slightly better. But we are going to take Gigastorm Titan here. Follow up our Cryogen Relic. Man, none of the green cards are very good. Two good white cards, and Embrace Oblivion's pretty solid. But we will take the Gigastorm Titan now. Whoa, what in the world? All right, these are like three of the best uncommons in the set. I think we're just taking the Engineer because it goes perfectly with what we have. I think Dubious Delicacy might be the top uncommon in the set. Someone can check me on that. And then Starfield Shepherd is very good white uncommon. Other decent cards in the pack are, I like Stinger as a green 2-drop. Pangolin is solid if you have enough artifacts. Crashers, whatever. Nutrient Block I like if I have a lot of ways to sacrifice it, but pretty easy 4th pick Biomechan Engineer. I would take this card first pick pretty often. We've got Blade God, Pascal, the Larinator returns, Pote, Zeal Adha, 2005, 1991, and Jace, Mind Sculptor. Hello, Jace. All right, what do we have here? Nothing amazing. Monoist Sentry is okay in black. I don't mind a Melded Moxite. It's kind of like a worse Cryogen Relic, but still serviceable. Mental Modulation, I really only like if I'm double spelling, which maybe we just pick. I don't know. Works well with Gigastorm Titan. All right, here's a pretty late Orbital Plunge, but there's also a Pinnacle Kill Ship. Do I want Orbital Plunge or Pinnacle Kill Ship? I think I'm taking the Orbital Plunge. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I should just take the Pinnacle Kill Ship. Honor is also very good, but further away from what we're doing. I just really like having a lot of lander tokens in my deck. All right, now this is interesting. There's Honor and Focus Fire, as well as another Mental Modulation. I like Focus Fire on the splash. It's just solid removal. And Tenderfoot, it's, it's an all right 2-drop. Not my favorite. I think I'll just take Focus Fire. Maybe we'll splash it. Okay, here's a really late Mouth of the Storm. Another great top end for any blue deck. There's also a command bridge, which I would be interested in, but I don't think I'm passing Mouth of the Storm for it. All right, now we have a late Sammy's. Again, if we get a lot of Gene Pollinators, I'd play this. Other option is like a green 2-drop and Melded Moxite. We'll just take the Sammy, you never know. This was that really bad pack that had the Godmaw and the Gene Pollinator. And nothing we are really interested in playing. Some more cards we don't really want. There's a world we play Fungal Colossus if we're enough colors. And I rarely play Roving Actuator, so I'll take a Nutrient Block. Another card that works well with the Titan. All right, pack number 2. What do we have? So we didn't see a ton of green cards. We got Godmaw 2nd and Biomechan 4th, but other than that, not a ton of green. Here we do have Diplomatic Relations, which is probably what we're going to take because there isn't much else. There's another Sammy Ship's Engineer, another Honor. It's like the 3rd Honor we've seen. Another option would be like a Gale Blade, but I think the removal is enough better that we just take it. All right, we get past a Biomechan Engineer. We didn't pass a ton of green, so maybe we'll get hooked up with a lot of green coming this way. Other notable cards here, Virus Beetle, very good black card. Umbral Caller Zealot, also excellent black. And then Sledge Class Seed Ship is good. I think the most awkward thing about this is you want early stuff to crew it, but then you also want big stuff to play with it. But easy Biomechan for us. All right, now we have another Orbital Plunge, a Mouth of the Storm, and a Command Bridge. I think we've got a lot of top end. I'm going to take another Orbital Plunge. I don't think we're playing white at the moment, but you never know. But I like green, blue, red. Just like kind of mass landers here. All right, here we have Divert Disaster, which plays well with lander tokens because you hold up landers or you hold up the counter. It's also just like a nice early play if we don't have one of our 2-drops. I don't love the Elite. Bombard is an option, but I don't really want to splash for a Bombard. All right, here we have a Gale Blade. Best card in the pack, I think, is the Zealot. Probably by a long shot. I think I'm just going to take a Mechanozoa. It's a 3-drop to kind of delay us taking damage. And then also something big to ramp into. Oh, a pick 6 Meltstrider's Resolve. One of the best green uncommons. We're going to snag it right up. Other notable cards here. The Interceptor Mechan is very good. Maybe no one's in black-red. I don't know. These packs have been very weird. I feel like all my drafts lately have been kind of strange. All right, we'll see what else we get here. So we have Sky Stinger, Sentinel, Gale Blade, or Landseeker. I think I'm just taking Landseeker. I don't really care about any of those. I would love some Gene Pollinators. Sammy's Curiosity, I think, would be good in this deck. The green-red Signpost, Tannic, would also be good. All right, do I want a Curiosity or another Landseeker? That's an interesting question. I'm going to take the other Landseeker. I don't know. Could be wrong. Here, I don't think I'm playing white. I really like Sammy if I have a lot of Gene Pollinators. I think I'll just take the Gale Blade. All right, next pick we have a really late virus beetle. This card is excellent. I don't know why it's here, but nothing really for us. Oh, we took the virus beetle. All right, a super Perigee Beckoner and virus beetle are like two of the best black uncommons. I mean, commons. I don't know why they're still here. All right, what do we have here? We could splash a fell grav ship. Seems a little crazy. There's another land seeker. There's a bombard. We could turn blue into our splash. I don't know. We need more 2-drops. I would take this breeding pool if I was on a picking rares account. I feel like I don't want a third land seeker. I'm just gonna take the grav ship. Maybe we splash it, maybe we don't. This isn't really like a card you want to play on turn 3, so I think we have enough landers that it's okay playing it later. All right, I'll take a Galactic Wayfarer. Now they're just solid tie the deck together here. Also, nothing else here really good. Other best card would be like the Monoist. Pretty weak pack overall, I would say. Yeah, we're just taking the Wayfarer. I don't think we're really thinking about it much. All right, here, another Umbral Caller Zealot. So we could take Infiltrator or Plasma Bolt are kind of our two options here. I guess we're just taking Infiltrator. We don't really have much else going on here. Unsure if we're playing Grav Ship. I like splashing these on 4. Would really like a Gene Pollinator or a Sammy's Curiosity. We only saw that one Sammy's Curiosity. We chose to take the Land Seeker over it. Maybe we'll regret that. All right, let's take another Orbital Plunge. We are really top heavy. That can be a 2-drop. Yeah, gonna have some super awkward opening hands. Probably cutting the Fungal Colossus. This is also 21 cards. We do need some more playables. All right, a very late Dubious Delicacy. I guess black was open. Dubious Delicacy could be a decent splash. Nothing else I really want here. I don't really want to play Operative. Maybe we're just 4 colors. All right, let's take the Gene. Selfcraft Mechan, again, we have so much top end. There's another Land Seeker and Orbital Plunge. What are the odds I play Ilvoy Operative? I would say pretty slim, but we'll throw it in there. This is 23 cards. 13 creatures. A pick 8 Codecracker Hound. I'm telling you, drafts lately have been so weird. Another one of the best uncommons in the set. Pick 8. And it's monocolored. I don't know what's been going on with these drafts. They have been extremely confusing to me. Do I want a Bombard? I don't know. What are we cutting? Probably a Gale Blade. Brace Oblivion. Yeah, I don't know what people are drafting. It's just so confusing. Pick 8 Codecracker Hound. All right. 1 swamp. Alright, we'll run it like this. Not the best mana. A little short on blue sources. We'd rather have more blue early, I think. Maybe I should just run like 8-7. Not ideal, that's for sure. Alright, we are playing Matrulas. This hand is slow. I'll keep it. I'm tired of mulliganing. Matrulas. We can tap something down. They went to 5. They might win with 5. Alright, Surveil 2. Getting rid of their 1-drop. Blue, red, white. Oh, awful scroll. Alright, we'll tap their artifact. I figure next turn we can go Mechan Gigastorm. I think we're still going Mechan Gigastorm. If they play the whale this turn, we can kill it. What is this little beach ball? I don't know if I've seen that. Sunstar Chaplain. It's a good card. I think I'm just playing Infiltrator and cracking this for mana efficiency. I feel like it's hard for them to get both of these tapped. Okay. I'll try to kill the Sunstar Chaplain. I'll pass. See what they got. Scour for scrap. It's an expensive tutor. Mechan Assembler. Okay, we'll probably kill that. Self-craft Mechan. Alright, their mulligan to 5 is definitely hurting them. We'll just pass. I guess a Wrath would be pretty good. They go Whale. I should have got another mountain. Mechan Assembler. All right, it's a lot of lands. Lightsmith. Da-da-da. Maybe I should have just attacked with everyone. They're only at 8. All right, we'll be activating our Biomechan Engineer. Hive pool. Da 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 da. All right. Well, we won against a mulligan to 5. So that's something. All right, we are playing ZZT, the Mind Sculptor. I mean, I like our lands, and we have a delicacy. Looks like they're going for the ramp, which could work well into this counter. If they play like a 4-drop, we get to counter. Could be good. They're just green-blue, or they had the mountain, I guess. All right, I like countering that. Also an edge rover. Sure. I guess I'll just tap the edge rover down for now. Mechan. Fate Maker. On the edge rover. Okay. Fate Maker. Okay. Light Jammer. It's pretty good. Pretty good last card. All right, we're about to take a beating. Can't believe Light Jammer was their last card. Yep, we're down to 7. And that's a Thawbringer. All right, I guess we're passing. Da-da. Code Cracker Hound. That's another good card. Well, they get to surveil. Yeah, I think we want to gain 3. Not exactly what we needed to draw. I mean, we're still just like dead. All right. That was that. All right, we're playing Hahamud. I think we just played Hahamud the other day. All right, Gene Pollinator on 1. We're on the draw. Have we been on the draw every game? What do we got, haha? A dock worker drone. You got it. Into red, white. Night Luminary. Plasma Bolt. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just play Galactic Wayfarer. I was thinking I could play Infiltrator, but this gives me a little more info if they like attack, have a combat trick or something. All right, I think we're gonna play Code Cracker Hound. Yeah, just looking for a land. I want a forest or an island. I guess an island. And then we'll pass. The hound lets me block the luminary if they attack. So they still don't have any great attacks as is. Like, happy to trade my hound for their luminary. And then the Wayfarer is still holding down the fort. What do we think? Haha. Got something. Memorial Team Leader. Sure. I think we're just gonna block like that. I think it's worth it to kill the leader rather than engineer and crack a lander. Banishing Light. It's pretty good. Coming in for 4 big ones. All right. I guess I'll go Biomechan. Plan on cracking. Really just need more lands. All right, that is unfortunate. Do I take 5? I think I'm fine trading. I'll just tap that down and crack another one of these landers. See what they've got for 5 mana here. Is that the least I can play Mechanizoa next turn? This is kind of awkward if they just re-equip. Okay. No reason really to not attack that I can think of at the moment. Maybe there's a way to get a kill with Mouth of the Storm and Godmaw. Dock worker drone. Okay. And a turbo drone. Okay. Still have the same amount of mana. Let's fight those. Cast this. Do I want to attack for 5? I think so. See what they do. I wish I had drawn a land last turn. Okay, they take it. We have our 6/8 and our 4/4 plus diplomatic relations. What do we got, my friend? Re-equipping doesn't seem great. Because my Mouth of the Storm still blocks really well. It's hard to kill a 6/8. Molecular modifier. Sure. See if they are attacking. No. All right, let's get another land. All right, let's see how they handle this. Is there a chance we die on the crackback? Maybe. They can't kill Mouth of the Storm. We have a 7/7 Trampler. It's going to be 8/8. So they kind of have to block everything. I guess they could not block one thing. Okay, they're going to try to put counters on something. I still have so many blockers, though. I don't know. That's the thing that's so brutal about Godmaw. It's like, even if you block it and survive, they still have all these blockers. All right, let's see what they do here. Yeah, they still have to get past all my stuff. All right, got him. Woof. All right, we're playing Biomechan. What's up? I don't really think we can keep this. I don't know. If we draw a third land, it's like okay. I guess we'll keep it. We're over mulliganing, right? Sweeper. We're thinking in the tank. Let some air in. Let some air out. Oh, put in the reclaimer. They must be looking for lands, I would guess. If you put the reclaimer on. That's how I would interpret that. Luminary. Alright, they get to crew that up and start attacking. It's pretty good. See what else they have. Kind of an interesting question of, do we get an island? Or do we get a mountain? The mountain would then let us get an island. I don't know. It's food for thought. What is Biomechan thinking about? They're letting that timer go. Biomechan, what do we, an island? Into a night luminary? Okay. Da-da-da, attack for 2. You got it. Drew a swamp. I guess we're just passing. Elvoy Infiltrator. Maybe I was supposed to kill the Infiltrator? Play the Land Seeker, play the Titan. Pass the turn. See if they double spell. Alright. Okay, so they are getting a card. We can kill the Infiltrator this turn at least. Do I want to crack this? I think I just want to get this down. And then if we draw anything, we can hopefully get an attack with the Infiltrator. Nutrient block. Okay. We do need to kill this sweeper at some point. All right, grab ship. We got to find something to get back. They're really making us wait here. Hello? Hello? Man. People are really making us wait. Yep. It's a Felgrav ship. We have 8. Guess we'll tap this. See if we can't draw a card here. Okay. Biomechan. Not bad. Did they have nothing that whole time and were just holding priority with their lander? That'd be kind of crazy. Seam rip on our Biomechan Engineer. Seems reasonable. For some reason, they don't attack. I guess they're scared about the Godmaw coming in. I kind of like playing Mouth of the Storm here. Da, da, da. We can Godmaw next turn. All right. See what they got. Feel like we're in pretty good shape. I mean, a Wrath would be annoying, but I don't even think that would really be the end of the world. Do. Back to really thinking over there. Really thinking. Another land. And they pass. All right. Well, here we come. I guess if they can block everything and then Wrath, that's pretty good. Because we are now out of cards. They just go like chump, or something. All right. Well, they should have waited on the focus fire. But I mean, I still think they were in a pretty rough spot there. All right, playing ZXZ Maj, rank 184. Kind of a questionable hand, but I think I'll keep it on the draw. All right, I like drawing that. Creeping Tar Pit. Blue, black, green. All right, if they don't kill Gene Pollinator... I think I'm fine blocking. Am I just playing another one? Am I playing Ilvoy? Let's go Ilvoy. If they don't kill it, we can probably draw a card next turn. Alright, they go Scoutlander. Sack a swamp. Yep. Alright, let's tap it, draw a card. Still no land. Brutal. Alright, we might lose this because we can't draw a land, which is kind of a bummer. Kinda crazy. Oh, we've drawn 8 cards. Haven't found a land yet. I think we just need to keep drawing to try to hit land drops. If we had drawn lands, I think our hand would have been amazing. Unfortunately, it was not to be. Yeah, I don't know what we could do to get out of this. I should have drawn a card there. I might need to chump, actually. I guess they can't activate Creeping Tar Pit, which is nice. Next turn, they can activate Creeping Tar Pit. Oh, no. They still can't. Okay. I think we double block. Unreal. I guess we're technically not dead. I don't know how we get out of this, but... Oh, they milled their island. That must be why they didn't activate it. Why they didn't lander it up. All right. They have 3 attackers. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we went through 23 cards and we found 5 lands, one of which we used a lander for. Someone calculate the odds on that. Oh, hoo, hoo. All right, we are playing Espo. Oh boy. Do we keep this? Do we mulligan? I think we probably have to mulligan, right? This hand just isn't doing anything. All right, this hand's better. I guess we get rid of diplomatic relations. I don't know. Could go either way on that, I think. Play our forest. Blue-white. Pulsar Squadron finds a specimen freighter. Okay. Rayblade Trooper. I think I'll just tap that down. Play Infiltrator. Let's see what they do with 4 mana. Play Rayblade and go for the attack. Okay. I think I kind of like just playing this. Get the engineer. Kill the trooper. Attack. Do they have the removal? Okay, they do have the focus fire, but what are you gonna do? 5 mana. Scion Assist. Into a Wedgelight Rammer. Okay. No blocks. I imagine you crew that up. 5 mana. I think I'm just gonna kill that. See if they have something to play here. Da da da. This is 9. Okay, so they can station it. And then they get to go double bounce next turn. It is pretty good. What do we got? Nothing. Okay. Do I want to crack a lander? I think we just play the engineer. Pass. We are like kind of close to dying, but we'll see what they want to bounce here. I assume they're bouncing two things and attacking. Yep. Pretty good. I mean, I don't really know what other options we had, but let's play Code Cracker. Do I want Cryogen Relic? Good game, I guess. I don't really think it was a great game. We just couldn't really deal with the pressure they were putting on. Kind of a weird game. Oh, what are you gonna do? All right, hey, 3 and 3 we'll take. We've been struggling. Mana wasn't great. We needed more blue sources. Got super unlucky a couple games. Definitely missing some early plays, and then not having enough blue sources definitely hurt us. So something to keep in mind. But yeah, catch you for the next one.